it's rough enough. Let's bottle some shampoo. So this is Happy Roots. We're going to bottle it up. So I already have some bottled. I have this whole jug that needs to be bottled as well. I harvested this before winter. It was like fallish. These are all harvested already. As you can see, they're not filtered. There's still stuff in there. That's how I sell it. I literally squeeze it into the bucket, pour it into the bottles, and it's good to go to your house. So for these bottles, I'm going to leave these here, bottle the rest. I still have to tape the tops. So here we go. I'm just going to set my bottles up. And each of these bottles holds 4 ounces. This comes straight from the plant. I can never say the plant correctly, but it's called a shampoo ginger plant. It has a, species name, whatever, but I can never say that correctly. So here we are. So I'm just rolling up my sleeves here. So I got my bucket, my little funnel. This is how I do this. So I just dip in, get some. It's pretty thick. And just in the bottle it goes. And I just repeat. There's that. So I try to fill it up to about this ring. This is a little much. When I screw the lid on, it'll spill. So just pour some of that out till it's the correct height that I want it. I don't measure it. I measure it with my heart. These are 4-ounce bottles, so I just fill them up. And there we go. So we had about this much. We got about this much now. So, and we got 20 bottles out of that. That's pretty good. Now I take the lids. The reason I'm not doing the rest of the bucket is because I don't have any more bottles. And I'm also changing the bottles after I finish with this batch of bottles. This will be the last batch of bottles that I get like this. I've reached my activity goal for the day. See that? Lovely me. And it's the last lid for the last bottle. They sent me the right amount. All right. Now, I just take this hand towel. I tighten the nozzle. So this piece here just unscrews and then it dumps out. It can be dumped out. So I just tighten that and I just tightened all these lids. But I just triple check. So tighten, and I wipe them down. All right, so I have all those done. Now, it makes a bit of a mess just from it dripping down the bottle, whatnot. So I just clean that up with this towel. All right, now you're gonna see this towel disappear, but I promise I'm not putting it on the ground. I'm putting it on the stool so I can get it washed. All right, so altogether we have 35 bottles. That's fantabulous. So like I said, I just made 20. That means I had about 15 left. Now, these bottles, why are we changing them in the future? I'm hitting my head on this. Why are we changing these in the future? Because I think these leak. There's nothing like in the box that I keep them in, nothing like that. However, you see this new lid? Look, it and goes back. I don't like that. It doesn't lock all the way. I don't like that, number 1. 2, see how there's no liquid in there? Let me see if I can get it to focus. No liquid in there. They're all like that when I package them. These have been packaged and there's liquid in there. There's nothing on the outside, so I'm not saying that they leak. I personally, for my consumers, don't like that. So these will be changing after these are done. So they're all tight. Because I feel like they leak, I tape them. I just take some tape, go from the black piece across, back down, and tape it on there. So I'm just going to do that to all these. I don't know if I'm going to have enough tape to do so, but that's what I'm going to do. Now, it doesn't have to go all the way back down. See, like this one doesn't. I just make sure that it's over the top. So to my consumers out there, you're getting my fingerprints when you get these bottles. I do put a tab on there, so I tab the tape like so that you guys can get it off easier. I don't know how well it seals in the mail, so I try to put a tab on there so you guys can get it off a bit easier. You'll notice some of these have labels and some don't. So this is the old label, the old brand name that I use, which is Positive Styles with Flair. Too long. I didn't like it. I loved it when I named it, but I don't like it. So we've changed it from Positive Styles with Flair to Ruff Enough Designs. I'm Ruff Enough, so Ruff Enough Designs. And then the second label here is just the name of the product, Happy Root, and it just says ginger shampoo, pure plant power. Just one happy ingredient because there's literally only shampoo ginger extract in here. So I have to label the rest of these. I think I'm out of labels though, so we'll have to double check on that when I get there. So I'm just going to take the rest of these. And out of tape. Crap all. Alright. So we got all but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 taped, so I'll just have to order more tape for those. But these are all taped. I'm going to go get my label printer. Unfortunately, I can't record and print labels. Whoa. Whoa, the wind. So I'm going to print all the labels I have for these. I know I have to order labels. I'm almost out. But then next bottles will say Ruff Enuf designs with the same Happy Root sticker. So I'm going to go do that, and we'll catch you next time.